Okay, this is my new Wheelspeed scooter. This is the Pro version. I threw these mirrors on here, so just disregard that completely. This is the charging pack right here. You plug it into the wall, and then this plugs in right here. This little spot goes in like that, and then there's a little cap to keep it shut. When it's charging, it's red. Now it's fully charged, so it's gonna stay green. But when it's charging, it turns red. When it's full, it turns green. You hold this 3 seconds to turn it on. And this is the battery. It tells you how much time. Now, when it's charging, you can't turn this on and off. So you don't know, am I halfway charged? Am I a quarter of the way charged? See, let's plug it in. Let's plug this back in. Boom. That's plugged in. And it's off right now. I go to turn it on. It's not going to turn on because it's plugged in. Now, when you do turn it on, if you want to save battery and not get stuck somewhere, there's a couple settings on here. There's only one button. And the one button does all the clicks. This blinky thing is cruise control, which is automatically on. The S is your gear. You have 3 gears. If you press it once, it goes through the gears. This gear, let me show you the gears. This gear is a little person walking. It only goes 3 miles per hour and it says push start. This is not for riding the scooter. This is for, say you got to walk it and it can go up to 3 miles per hour. You hold the throttle here and then you can walk it and it'll assist you with walking. Say you're up a big hill or the battery's almost dead, or you're in a shopping center and you can't ride it through the mall, you got to walk it through. That's that. Click it again. This is first gear. It's got a 1, and that means it only goes up to 15 miles per hour. Press it a second time. This is second gear. This goes up to 19 miles per hour, and it's the red circle, the red S. So pretty much just, if you're an adult and a grown-up, just leave it there. You never need to use the other two whatsoever. And just keep it, you just push start and keep it at the second gear, the red S, and that's just it, and forget about it. Double click, was that twice? Yep, that turns the light on and off. See the headlight goes on and off? Now, it shows the bottom light still on down here. See that? That's using up battery too. So I think 3 clicks turns that off. And now that is off. Okay? Now it'll still work for braking. So you watch what happens. I'm driving, I'm riding, I need to slow down. I'm pressing the brake. It's not activating. There it's activating. And if you're all the way there, that is, you're going to skid. You're going to skid. And it's going to lock both the brakes and the back tire. You might slide out from underneath you. I do a lot of slow braking. See, I'm clicking it, and the brake light's not turning on. Also, this light will blink when I got it all the way down. It blinks because I got the brake all the way on along with that. But I kind of wish this braking system showed up. It's not showing up until I get all the way down. And I think that's a mistake. I think it should do that. As soon as I touch this and get it maybe a bit, it should go. Just so cars can see you, especially at night. The biggest thing is safety. The fact that I am braking, I'm slowing for a stop sign or a turn, and it's not activating at all. I have to go all the way. And if you go all the way, like I said, you're going to skid. If you're full speed and click this, it's going to lock the brakes, you're going to skid. So just something to keep in mind. Now also, the white blinky light there, that is cruise control. If I hold the throttle down for 8 seconds, cruise control automatically kick in. And why is that an issue? Well, if you're not used to it, you sit there and you're going, and all of a sudden you let go of it thinking you're going to stop. or slow down, it doesn't slow down because it's in cruise control. And you're at usually the highest speed, which is 19 miles per hour. And you're going to kind of freak out. You know what I mean? So I turn it off, and you can click it. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not it. 5 times. 5 clicks makes the cruise control turn off. And when you turn the thing off all the way, here I am, the lights are off, cruise control's off. I'm going to turn it all the way back on. And it's like the cruise control's back on. And it's hard while you're driving. And look, the light turned on automatically. So light is 2 clicks and then 5. Now here's the thing. You're driving and, oh, the cruise control's on. You don't want to let go of these handlebars to hit this button. You can't reach it while you're driving. I'm like, your thumb, like to over here, you have to lift off one hand, which is very awkward. So set it beforehand. Before you drive, turn off the cruise control. That's what I recommend so you get really used to riding this thing. Turn off the headlight, turn off the bottom light, turn off cruise control. You're going to have longer battery time and safety. You might want to turn the headlight on for safety during the day. I mean, it helps a tiny bit out in daylight. What else can I tell you? Okay, there's a bell on here, which it's nice if there's a bell. We want bells. I'm used to a thumb bell on a bicycle. Normally the bell's right here. Boop, boop. I want a thumb bell. Boop. It does run really well. It does run great. The braking smooth. The rubber tires have inner tubes in them. It's got a shock down in there. I don't know if you can see that. That really helps the suspension. It's a very smooth ride, and I've ridden it pretty far. Now, this is the folding mechanism, and it's kind of a pain to use. You got to pull it hard and push forward, and then it'll go down and back up. A lot of times it's sticking for me. I'm just telling you, this thing that locks it down and locks it up, it like, I got to use 2 hands sometimes. I mean, it should be able to do it with 1 hand, but it doesn't work. Okay, so it's in that position. Push forward. I'm going to set the phone down and try 2 hands. Okay, 2 hands. There it goes. There it goes. Now it folded. Right? So that took some effort. The kickstand went automatically. He folded all the way down. And it locks in place. It weighs about 45 pounds. You know, I need 2 hands to carry it. I have a bad back. Now let's pop it back up and see how much of an issue it is this time. Man. Okay, there it goes. I mean, maybe some WD-40. You know, this thing is a pain. I mean, I can handle it. I'm following the instructions. Okay, here's the last issues. These wheels all have inner tubes in them. You can get a flat tire. If you have a hand pump or a little pack or something, a safety kit, in case you get on a flat tire, you're gonna need it. And I recommend getting them right off the website automatically. Now, here's the issue too. They say it's normally 30 PSI, 30 pounds per square inch. This is really tiny in there. You're not gonna be able to use a regular pump. They give you an attachment to stick. I used a motorized pump. It just didn't work. I had to use a hand pump. And they say if it's hot out, right now it's the middle of the summer, it is 90 degrees. They go, if it's 90 degrees or hot out, to take some air out of the tire down to 27 PSI. Which, how are you going to get a little gauge in here to measure it? You know, like you go to the gas station, something like that. It's not going to fit in this tiny, tiny little gap. It's too small. Luckily, my bicycle hand pump, it's a mini one that attaches to the thing. It has a gauge in it, and it fit, and it's screwed right in. You might need a bicycle hand pump that's handheld, not a foot pump, that has a gauge on it to measure PCI to get in that tiny spot. The back one doesn't have that issue. The back one back here is sticking way out. But you know what? In the end, I am super happy with this thing. It works. I ordered a speaker system. I'm going to put a Bluetooth speaker system and a little pack so I can put, you know, my spare inner tube and, you know, maybe put a water bottle holder on here. And when you fold it flat, it all fits. I got a big lock to lock it to posts. And this thing moves. It works. If you have a pack, maybe keep the charger in there. And that way, if you go someplace, you can just have the charger and charge it up. That's it. Thank you.